Hello everyone, let's take a look at our next problem. Which is the smallest of these values? Log base 10 of pi, the square root of log base 10 of pi squared, 1 over log base 10 pi to the power of 3, or 1 over log base 10 square root of pi. Interesting. Okay, so what are my thoughts here? One are just to sort of use properties of logarithms to try to figure this out. The other is to look at, maybe we can rule some of these out immediately by whether they are positive or negative, or something, or greater than 1 or less than 1. We know that base 10 log of 10 is equal to 1. So if we look at option B, for example, well, hold on. Another way I might think about it, to possibly compare two of these, options A and B, for example, compositions of convex and concave functions, sometimes you can figure out whether things are larger or smaller. So I think just by looking at these, I can rule out option D immediately. Let me sketch some things down and see if I can, if my intuition is correct here. In many ways, I'm going to kind of compare options B, C, and D to option A. Option A is kind of like the most straightforward of all these values. So I'm going to try and compare a lot of them to option A. Okay, so I have sort of a good starting ground. Option D, which is 1 over the base 10 log of pi, of root pi, just by using laws of logarithms, this is equal to 2 divided by the base 10 log of pi. But the base 10 log of pi is less than 1 because pi is less than 10. And so option D, I know, is greater than 2. So I know for sure option A we can rule out. We could also rule out option B, right? So option B is the following. Pi squared, I'm pretty sure, is less than 10. But anyway, this is approximately equal to the base 10 log of 10 square root, which is equal to 1. And I think pi squared is less than 10. It's 9 point something. And so option B we can also rule out because we've already shown that option D is greater than 2. So now what about option C? So I'm going to write down an inequality and assume it's true, and try and either derive a contradiction or manipulate it to a statement that I know is true. Oh my goodness. We're not looking for the largest value. We're looking for the smallest. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so hilarious. Okay, look for the smallest of these values. Well, C and D are both greater than 1. A and B are both less than 1. So it's really about comparing A and B. So we have log base 10 of pi and log base 10 pi squared under square root. So this is log base 10 of pi versus log base 10 of pi times root 2, all under square root. And this seems to be a contradiction, right? Because log base 10 of pi is less than 1. And so its square root is less than 1. And that's a contradiction. So we should have that option A is less than B. So my answer here is that the base 10 log of pi is smallest. Yeah. So of course, if you understand how logarithms work, we know that the base 10 log of pi and the base 10 log of pi squared are both less than 1, as is the base 10 log of root pi. So this tells us that options C and D are both greater than 1. So we can eliminate those immediately, and then it's just a question of comparing options A and B. There might be a more elegant way to do this rather than making an assumption and coming to a contradiction. But yeah, as long as you don't do anything illegal, multiply and divide by 0, that kind of thing, this should be fine. So that's the answer. This would have been a lot more straightforward if I had interpreted the question correctly right off the bat. But if I find a mistake or have more comments, I'll put them in the description below. Thanks for watching.